So everyone gets a certificate. So there's two parts to the program. There's a graduation portion. There's two parts of the program. There's a graduation portion from the mentoring program, and then there's a certification program. So we've had a certification program since we started the mentoring program in 2020. And what that means is that everyone who graduates from the certification program, their business is considered more credible than many other businesses in town, because we're the only organization that offers a certification. And we've been ready to apply for the International Mentoring Certification for a couple of years now, but we just didn't have the money to do it. So thanks to Better World Books, we're going to be able to get that certification. So we're going to grandfather everybody in. So everybody gets a certificate, and then everyone gets a gift. So the gift comes from Tracy Winston's Boutique, who is right here with us today. And we always give scarves. Isn't this beautiful? So they're all different. And the reason why we do scarves is because I want them to remember that they're not alone in community is fighting. Keeping you warm and safe. Here you go. Oh, you want to test me? Next person, Amaryllis. I mean, these ladies are amazing. They completed their one-page business plan. They took 24 classes over the course of 1 year, and they all had surveys and extra work, and they had to like listen to me, and well, they had to act like they were listening to me. And I'm just like, they're changed. You know, does that mean, you know what I mean? They're like changed. So would you like to say a few words?
My name is Amaryllis. I am the CEO and founder of Divine Angels International LLC, a registered trademark. I do essential oils for hair and body. I'm first a child of God, then I am a child to my mother and my father. I'm a sister, I'm a niece, I'm an aunt, I'm a cousin, I'm a mom, I'm a grandmother. God has blessed me so. Being part of the program, first I started off Divine Angels International thinking that it was going to be for children. And it turned out to be essential oils for the hair and the body. Why? Because my hair was dry, my body was dry. I started off doing a stinky oil. I call it a stinky oil because it stank. But it grew the mess out of my hair and my daughter's hair. And it was because I used the oil the wrong way. But it worked. And even to this day, my daughter still says, "Mom, please make the stinky oil for me." So that's actually going to be something I'm thinking about putting in my line of products. Had no idea that God was going to do what he did. He gave me the name in 2011 when I lost my son, and it evolved to me doing essential oils because people would hug me and they'd say, "Oh, you smell so good. Where did you buy that?" And I said, "I didn't buy it, I made it." And they said, "Well, we want some." And I said, "Well, I'll teach you how to do it." And they said, no, we don't want to do all that. You make it and we'll buy it. And that's how essential oils became part of Divine Angels International LLC. Being part of the program has been life-changing for me. I had no idea that I would be doing vendor events. I kept saying, I'm not doing it. And Cindy did the Women Expo. And she said, oh, come on, you gotta do it, you gotta do it. And I was like, I don't really want to do all that. You gotta carry all this stuff. You gotta, it's a lot of work, I stayed up because that was my first vendor's event. I don't make my essential oils ahead of time too much because they have a life shelf. They expire, right? And so I stayed up for 2 whole days making oils to make sure that when I went to the Women Expo that I was prepared. I was prepared, okay? And that was the first vendor's event, and since then I've done 5. So this is how this program it expands you. It opens your mind up to new opportunities, new doors, new money, new everything if you just commit. I committed, but this was the thing. I waited until the last minute to do the courses. Don't do that. Do not do that. I've been talking to Cindy saying, okay, we're going to do something different next year. I'm going to be right there with her. So we're going to do something different so nobody's stressed out at the end. I was stressed trying to get that done. I got done Tuesday night. I'm like, no. I don't want nobody to feel like I felt, even though I finished. I finished, and it's all by the grace of God. And thank you, Cindy. I appreciate you. And everybody else who helped me. Miss Vita pulled me into one of her vendors events. Stacy has talked to me. Tracy, we ain't done yet, baby. We ain't even started yet. But I just thank God for this program.
Okay, we gotta hold on a second. I get your start. Surprise. So, Tracy has a beautiful scarf over there. The thing is, this program changes you because it shows you kind of what you're made of, you know what I mean? And we do talk a lot about finances in our program and about how women need to be financially stable. And everybody needs to have an exit strategy. If you don't think you need one, who knows, right? Things will change. And I raised a daughter that was very strong, and a lot of the women in the program have met her. And she's pretty amazing. And one of the things that I taught her is that you need to grow up and make enough money to pay for you and your kids and your husband, in case your husband can't work. And then you need to marry a man who can take care of you and the kids in case you can't work. So that way it's kind of like even Stevens. And it really does make a big difference in our marriage, my husband and me. I stay in that marriage because I want it. And he stays because he wants to too, because we both have the means to be able to leave any old time we want. And it makes everybody behave. So here we go, my brothers. So we're wrapping the city around you with entrepreneurs. We can say, building a business. Jolisa drove in from Indianapolis. She's been on our program sort of satellite-ish. That's a big commitment too, because she doesn't have all of you around here, so she had to create her own community in Indianapolis. So we have your certificate and your special surprise gift, but we'd like you to share a few words with us.
Thank you very much. My name is Jolisa. My business is Jolisa Claire Holistic Trauma Recovery and Everyday Life Navigation. So, do we have any quitters in here? No. I'm not a quitter either, and that means I also finished this class in 2 weeks. But I learned so much in 2 weeks. It changed my life in 2 weeks. Everything clicked within my business. New ideas came about, new opportunities came about, and I'm just very, very grateful. So thank you very much.
So you know, change happens a little bit over time, a little bit over time. We're having a picture. Thank you. And you know, that is kind of a weird thing. It's sort of like skiing. You know, has anybody ever skied or learned a new sport? And right when you get started, it's really, really hard. Like you think, oh my God, I can't do this. It's like ridiculous. And then you know, your friends keep saying, come on, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, right? And you're like, no, this is stupid, it's ridiculous. They're like, come on, it's fun, I love it. And then with skiing, with many sports, there's like a huge learning curve. You know, like it takes a long time, like you're really not great, and then all of a sudden you're amazing. I don't know if you've ever had that happen. Well, one of the things I think happens with the mentoring program is when you know someone's watching you, and someone is kind of guiding you and nudging you and helping you kind of stick with it a little bit, then that starts to accumulate in your mind and your heart and your spirit. And then all of a sudden, at the end, it always happens at the end of a year, it's like, boom, I really need to get a hold of myself and get this done. And that's exactly what happened. I'm very proud of you. So here's your, get a picture? You're in it, like pose. Someone has to teach me how to do this. Got it? Okay, now you're surprising it. I mean, really, this is really important. You know what? I started buying these cards for myself. I started thinking, how nice is that? Think about it whenever you're feeling like a little bit low or things aren't going the way you hoped or you think you need a new plan. I just want you to gun grab this scarf and wrap it around you and remember that we're all right here with you.
That's a very special meeting. It's a very nice symbol. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, over there. Okay, is Maxine here? Oh, come on up. I didn't see you slip in. I'm so glad you guys came. It's like so inspirational for the people who are graduating. I hope it's inspirational. Okay, so Maxine has a boutique. I mean, check out those shoes. Can you buy those at your store?
No, but I can get them.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's a new tagline. No, I can't. I know these. I don't have these, but I get them for you. Okay, so I have a certificate and I surprised it for you. So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about you, about your business, and just share how the year has been for you.
Hi everybody, I'm Maxine Dyson, and I'm the owner of Red Couture LLC. And I just want to say that I enjoy being in Miss Cindy's program. It was a very trying year for me, and it's still kind of trying for me. But with the help of being in Miss Cindy's program, it really just continue to grow me to come up with new ideas and push my business to be more successful, because I'm not just doing this for myself, I'm doing this for me and my kids. So thank you, Miss Cindy.
Thank you. So proud of you, it's amazing. Okay, so here's your certificate. So the next part of the course is the certification that comes right after graduation, and everyone who's in the course has till December 30th to finish up, and then they'll be getting the certification then too. So it's a lot. Okay, really, it's a lot of work. But then again, aren't you worth a lot of work? I'm insane. So here's your star. So you know, one day I was at Tracy's shop and she taught me how to do one of those head things, like, you know what I mean? Like some of the girls do, where they wrap that scarf up there. I'm telling you, it was a sight. I loved it. So remember when you wear this, that your safety community, we're all already keeping you safe.
Very nice.
Okay. Rashonda, are you here? Okay, great. So Rashonda has a couple businesses that she does that keeps her pretty busy. And during the mentoring program, we asked you to try to focus on at least one business, because it's hard to grow a lot of business at the same time. But sometimes you need to grow a lot of business at the same time because you're working on getting multiple streams of income. So I have your certificate here and your surprise gift. I know you'll never know what it is. But before I give it to you, would you just tell us a little about you, a little about your business, and then how this year has been for you?
Sure. So what I decided to do is create Southland Resource Connect. And what that does is, since she was saying I need to narrow it down, which made a lot of sense, is connecting different services that I do, as well as collaborating with other people. So my main focus right now is building wealth and finance and taxes and beauty. Those are my main focuses right now. So, and that's it. So, and I've had the help. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Vita. Thank you, my mom. Thank you, Maria. Let's see, who else helped? Several of you helped. Am I missing anybody? Am I missing somebody? Stacy. Like I said, Stacy, Maria, Vita, Cindy, and Tracy. So those are the people who I collaborated with quite a bit this year. Anybody else? And my mom. So appreciate you all, and I appreciate everybody else that I'm gonna connect with and collaborate with. Cindy, she actually helped me be able to get out a little bit more and network. So she helped me improve my network skills, which caused me to have quite a few sales in the businesses that I'm running. So I just, thank God for that.
Okay, so here's your graduation certificate, and here's your surprise gift. I mean, it is kind of a surprise because you never know. So remember, whenever you get sad or think you're all alone, a lot of them think there's not any help out there for them. But the truth is, there's a lot of help out there, just not the people you're asking for help from.
Thank you so much. I feel safe.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel safe and loved. Thank you so much.
Is Kara Hasty here? I think she thought she could come, but then her last minute couldn't. Lakeisha Sanders, is she here? Are you here, Lakeisha? No, not here. Is she gonna make it? Willie Deering, are you here? Wow, nice people that are coming. Okay, Stacy. We had 20 people start out the year. We usually right away within like 2 weeks, 2 people drop out. That's 100% committed. And then the rest of the year, most people pretty much stay with us to different levels of degrees. So the reason why the program is a year long is because I think a lot of things happen in a woman's life, don't you? And when you're, I think I can safely say when you're a black or brown woman and something happens in your family, it kind of stops the whole show. Yeah. So you need to have at least a year to get everything done. And not only that, it needs at least a year for you to see your business grow. So that's why we do it at least a year. So if you have to miss a couple of weeks, you still still got the rest of the weeks to make up. So Stacy's had a big year, and she actually is the first person I've ever taken in the program who didn't even have a business when she started. And I don't usually do that, but then I got to thinking, you know, what a great idea. How about get all the things you need to know to build a business before you spend all your money? So she's had a really great year. Let her share that with you.
Yeah, so to Cindy's point, I entered into the program. My story is a little unique. So I entered into the program. I kind of just wanted to follow along, be a little cautious, which is not recommended when you're trying to be an entrepreneur, right? So about halfway through is when there was an opportunity that fell into my lap. It was more on the co-op side. So I thought, you know what, things happen for a reason, and this was happening to me for the mentoring program. So I actually didn't start moving towards a business idea or any part of the coursework until like 6 or 7 months in. So I was able to, in that time, finish all the coursework, and here I am, graduating from the program with a business plan. Not everything is established yet, but right after this it's gonna go full force. So thank you to Cindy and the program. It's been amazing. I recommend it to anyone who doesn't have something in place, already has a business in place, you need to learn more, you need a mentor. Here's one right here, she's great. So again, thank you.
Thank you. And Stacy's done a lot for, what's someone else's bag? Who left their bag? Stacy's was, I guess, was talent, like we do, right? So anyways, Stacy's been really active in the Women Entrepreneurship Program this year. Some of you may have been to some of our events. And Stacy has pretty much planned all the meetups. I mean, every meetup that you see, she pretty much is planning them and organizing them. So this year, we went into 2023 doing meetups regularly once a month. And then not long after doing meetups once a month, then some of the ladies, the entrepreneurs said, well, gosh, we'd like to have workshops too. You know, we don't feel like we have any workshops. So Stacy jumped right in and goes, yeah, we can do that. Like, to kind of learn that from somebody, right? Yeah, we could do that. And so right away, we started getting together workshops. And then she got this great idea together called Tools for Transformation. I don't know if you heard about it. But it's where we work with Stephen Kohler, and he's what do you call that?
Investor?
Yeah, like an investor, and he flips houses, that's what I was thinking. And so he had this idea that maybe women entrepreneurs were looking for a side gig, and he could teach them how to do home renovation. They could learn how to renovate their own home, he could pay them, and then they kind of have like a little job too, and then feel more confident because they're doing something, like building something. And so I thought, no, it's coming. No. She's like, no, come on, let's do it. So I'm like, well, okay, you do it. And I have to say, it was a hugely successful program. We had like 25 people come, and we spent the whole morning at a renovated house, and they showed us how to drywall and how to do all that construction, and I only got 5 people who wanted to come work for him. See, that's what happens when you don't take advantage of every opportunity, because some people get left behind. So make sure you're not the one getting left behind, and take advantage of all the opportunities, because the mentoring program's great. I mean, we earn money for the nonprofit for that, and we use it to pay for other people to be mentored. But just come and network with us and meet other women and fill yourself up. I mean, it's just really, it's amazing. So anyways, you do want to say?
So I'm just going to play off of her, the workshop, the Tools for Transformation. So that's a prime example of Steve Kohler came to one of our workshops. I think it was Sonia's, It was a chat GPT. We had a workshop that educated you on the ins and outs of chat GPT. Steve came to that, and then we played off of him coming to that and then creating the tools for transformation. So when I talk about networking, this is an example right here. So you meet somebody and then it goes on to the next and you're able to help them out too. So it is very important to put yourself out there and go to these networking events.
You get this one.
Okay, hang on.
Okay. No, it's just they're trapped. You got this. That's what happens. Oh, this one's, maybe I'll pick it. It's pretty nice. I want them all. Okay, so here's this one. An infinity star. Very nice, good for me. And spring. Okay, so remember, we're all here, right? We're all here, right here for all of us. We're all here, right here for all of us. And we're here to see. Okay, I think that'll be it for this part. And so I think the next thing we have is this yours? Yeah. The next thing we have is the close. So I'll just get my speech and I think we'll close it up. How's that sound?